Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to make rice warmers. These are excellent heat packs. You can put them in the microwave to heat them up. You can leave them in your freezer so they can be cold packs. They're awesome because they can conform to any shape of your body that you might need it. And they are super simple and easy to make, and they make excellent gifts. So stay tuned, I'll show you how to make those right now. Okay, for this project you are going to need 2 pieces of fabric, the same size. You can make them any size you want. I think what I have here is 14 by 9, but you can make them any size you want. What I have done to prep this is I have ironed a hem in the top, and I'll insert a clip right here of me ironing the hem. Iron in my hem so that my raw edges are tucked in at the top. It'll make it considerably easier when I go to put the Velcro in. So I'm going to fold it over about 1/4 inch, and I'm going to press it out with my iron. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to do that same thing again. That way that raw edge is tucked inside. There comes the steam. Then once you have that ironed, I folded it in half, and I ironed a seam up the center. It's going to help me later when I want to sew a channel here. If I sew a channel between the two, it's not just one dense bag, I have 2 of them in here. The next thing you're going to need is some lightweight material. This is flour sack towel. You can get them at Walmart. They're giant towels. You can make a lot of projects out of them, and they're incredibly absorbent, so you can use them in the kitchen, which is what they're made for, and you can find them in the kitchen section of your Walmart, and it's 5 for $5. So they're super cheap, and it's cheaper than actually getting muslin at the craft store, at your fabric store. So I like flour sack towels, and I have cut 4 pieces that will fit into my channels here. And I'm going to fill these about 3/4 of the way full with rice. And you're going to need some Velcro to secure the tops of your bags. And that way this will act as sort of a pillowcase for your little sleeves of rice. That way, if it gets dirty, you couldn't wash these because then all of your rice would swell. So you can just slip them out of your case and wash the case, and your rice stays good and dry. And of course you're going to need rice. I am doing this non-scented, but you are perfectly welcome to add essential oils. Peppermint is amazing for headaches, lavender for relaxation, whatever makes you happy. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to add my Velcro. It's kind of hard to sew once they are put together, so I'm going to go ahead and sew my Velcro now. I got this Velcro at Walmart for 88 cents for a yard, I think. More than a yard, probably 3 yards. So I got this for 88 cents at Walmart. And I'm just going to match up the hook and the loop part so that I have a nice flat straight piece. And I'm going to measure about where I'm going to want this to go. I do not want this to end up in my seam, so I'm going to short it just a little bit. Okay. So now I am just going to center that up on each of these pieces, and I'm going to sew it up, and while I'm at it, I'm just going to sew up the hem so this is all nice and put together. I'm not doing anything fancy, I'm just going to do a straight stitch. I'm going to start here, I'm going to back stitch a little bit so I'm closing up the side of the seam, and then I'm just going to continue onto the loop side of the hook and loop, which is a soft fuzzy side of the Velcro. When I got to the end, I backstitched, but now I'm going to backstitch until I get back to the Velcro so I can go down and around the Velcro, okay? Okay, so now that I'm back into my Velcro, I'm going to lift my foot while the needle is down and rotate my fabric. So now your Velcro is attached, your loop side, the soft fuzzy side. And I'm gonna go do the hook part and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have the Velcro attached on both sides. A quick note about the Velcro. I like it better than doing snaps because I feel it holds together better. And if you are not wanting to sew it, you can use something like a fabric glue, or you can buy, there is Velcro that is heat set. You can get it at your fabric store and you just iron it on. It saves you the time, especially if you're making these by hand and not with a machine. But considering this was 88 cents and I could get a couple projects out of it, I go for cheap. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pieces of fabric good side to good side, lining up my Velcro at the top. And I'm going to make sure everything's lined up all the way around. And I am just going to straight stitch all the way around this. I'll be right back. Okay, always back stitch your work to start. Okay, now I'm going to turn this right side out. Okay, so I have turned it out and I just press this down so it makes it easier to work with. And I am just going to sew a channel straight up the middle, just a straight stitch. I am not going to go all the way into the Velcro though. Okay, and that is all you have to do on the outside. Now I will show you how to make the inserts with the rice in it. Okay, so I'm going to do this very similar to how I did the outside. I'm going to sew around 3 edges, then I'm going to turn it right side out. Doesn't really matter on this one, but I'm going to turn it around so that the seam is on the inside. Then I'm going to fill it with rice. I will roll this under and then I will hem that closed. Okay, so I have my 2 little sleeves here, and I'm gonna grab some rice. So I bought this big old bag of rice at Sam's. I didn't care for it. It didn't work in my rice machine. My husband really wasn't a fan. And I have had this bag of rice for over a year just sitting there, and we move it all the time because it's always in our way. It's enormous. And I didn't want to throw it away because, you know, you don't throw food away. But I decided to make these rice warmers. My mom has one. She's had them for years. Look, there's hair all over this. I swear there wasn't hair on it when it was in my kitchen. But now it sits by my sewing table. So it's got hair and thread and everything on it because I'm disgusting. All right, so I'm just going to open this up, and I have a measuring cup inside. It just makes it easier. And let's see which funnel I want to use. It's easier to use the big one, but this hole may be too small, so just every part of that sentence was wrong. Okay, that'll work. Okay. So I'm just going to put rice in the funnel, and we'll get it 2/3 to 3/4 of the way full. Just a little bit more than that. Okay, about there looks good. I'm going to go ahead and seal this up before I lose it all. Okay, now to seal this up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve this in on itself. And then I'm going to straight stitch a couple times across the top. Or you could do the zigzag stitch, whatever makes you happy. Okay, so once you're done with your rice, just undo your Velcro. And just slide it in the bag. And just shimmy shake it on down in there. Close up your Velcro. And you have a heat pack. You just stick this in the microwave for a minute to a minute and a half. Just kind of move it around. If it's too hot, just kind of move the rice back and forth and it'll reduce some of the heat in there. But you can put it on your back, your neck, anywhere you might have pain. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, please give this a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button down below. And actually, I am going to do a giveaway for this one. I had this great Doctor Who fabric, but I don't really have anyone in my life that likes Doctor Who. So since I have this really great product and I don't have a Whovian in my life, I figured I would give it to one of you out there who happen to love Doctor Who. I also made a cute little hand warmer. It's the same basic principle. It's the little Velcro and the little bag in here. So you can wash the outer bag, and you can put it in your freezer, you can put it in the microwave and heat it up. These are great little hand warmers. So I'm gonna do a giveaway for this. So if you love Doctor Who and you want a rice heat pack, click down below. There will be a link from gleam.io where you can go and register for this giveaway. I'm posting it right now and it will be good for 1 week. And I will email the person who wins and I will send you out this really great Doctor Who heat pack and hand warmer. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.